The Justice Department says it has foiled a terror plot planned for Christmas Day. Federal officials say they've arrested Everitt Jameson for allegedly planning an attack in San Francisco in the name of ISIS. Here's Justice and Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues.
The FBI says the suspect was planning to attack San Francisco's popular tourist attraction, Pier 39. Court papers say Everitt Jameson wanted to use explosives to funnel the crowd into a location where he could inflict casualties. He said Christmas was the perfect day for the attack, which would have been a suicide mission because Jameson was ready to die. The 26-year-old Modesto, California resident is a former Marine. He was discharged for failing to disclose that he had asthma. This fall, an FBI source reported to the Bureau signs of radicalization on Jameson's Facebook page. He was often liking and loving Facebook posts that were pro-ISIS and pro-terrorism. He also praised the deadly October 31st truck attack in New York City and the 2015 San Bernardino mass shooting. Investigators say he wanted his attack on Pier 39 to be a combination of those by using a vehicle and firearms. Manny Gomez is a former FBI agent.
This time the FBI got his man, but the concern is how many could there be out there that is not on the FBI's or local law enforcement's radar, and that's what keeps us up at night.
In court today, the suspect denied the allegations, but investigators seized at least 3 guns and several rounds of ammunition in the suspect's home. They also found a suicide note, and it was dated December 16th, and it made a reference to the ISIS leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
Jeff, so you mentioned there that the suspect was flagged because of his activity on Facebook. How important is social media in investigations like these?
Well, it's important these days. Often it is social media or through social media that these suspects become radicalized. But also it's important because it gives investigators an alert in a way of who might be someone who should be on their radar.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, it is an important investigative tool these days.
Now, the suspect lived a few hours away from San Francisco. Do we know why he was targeting that specific area?
Well, he was looking for a crowded spot, and Pier 39 there in San Francisco, it's a popular area, it's a tourist destination, and so it sounds like, according to the investigation and the court papers, that he was looking for an area that he could target where he could carry out an attack that led to a mass casualty event. And so that's why it seems, according to investigators, he was picking that spot.
Now, this foiled attack comes after another possible Christmas plot was prevented in the United Kingdom. Is law enforcement hypervigilant around the holidays?
Well, they are, because ISIS and other terror groups in the past have called for attacks during the holiday period. And so we've seen this type of hypervigilance on the part of investigators for the last several years, as far as I can remember, really, post 9/11. And so during this period, you will have this focus by law enforcement trying to thwart these plots that may be timed to this holiday season. We've heard, though, over the last couple of days from our law enforcement sources that there is no specific or credible threat against this holiday season. However, they put out a video yesterday encouraging people that if you see something, say something, because, Tanya, what they found in many of these cases is that often there is someone that these suspects have been in contact with who may be the person who can alert authorities because they are seeing something that is just not right.
Absolutely. So important to say something if you see something, as you said. Now, and earlier this week, though, Russia said the United States helped it stop an attack in St. Petersburg. How often does the U.S. government release details on foiled terror attacks? Are there other foiled attacks going on all the time that we just don't hear about?
Well, there are. I mean, we know that the intelligence agencies don't often talk about the terror plots that they help thwart, which is why the revelation this week that the CIA helped the Russians, that was sort of unusual. But the FBI, once these plots are foiled, they often talk about it, and you hear some of the details of the investigations in the criminal complaint papers, similar to the ones that we got today with this San Francisco case. And we know that over the recent years, the FBI has foiled about 460 plots. So they've been busy with plots like this one. And there is no one that you can talk to in law enforcement who will tell you that these types of threats are going away anytime soon.
No, but everyone in San Francisco today breathing a huge sigh of relief. Jeff Pegues, thank you so much for that.